Welcome to Soccer Spender. What does it really mean to grow up in front of the whole world? To rise as a football prodigy and become a household name before you're even old enough to vote? This is the story of Lamine Yamal, Barcelona's youngest star, the kid everyone's been watching since he was barely a teen. On July 13, 2025, he turned 18. The moment was supposed to mark a new chapter in his life. But instead of just a celebration, it turned into controversy and headlines that left fans stunned and critics fuming. Let's unpack the story, from the joy of wearing the iconic number 10 shirt to the storm brewing around his birthday party. And most importantly, let's talk about the real cost of growing up under the pressure of fame. Lamine Yamal, now officially an adult, decided to throw a big bash for his 18th birthday. Naturally, you'd expect the celebration to be full of lights, music, and elite guests from the football world. But what no one expected was the criticism that followed after reports surfaced about the kind of entertainment hired for the party. According to sources, including major Spanish outlets, Yamal allegedly hired dwarf entertainers for the celebration. This sparked instant backlash, not just from the public, but from an important rights group, ADI, the Association of People with Achondroplasia and Other Skeletal Dysplasias. The organization came forward with a public statement condemning the act, calling it dehumanizing and offensive. They argue that using individuals with dwarfism as party entertainment reinforces outdated stereotypes and reduces people to mere caricatures for the sake of laughs. It wasn't just a social media outrage. Legal experts are now exploring if this incident breaches dignity laws and anti-discrimination statutes in Spain. ADI has hinted at initiating legal proceedings to ensure accountability. Suddenly, the spotlight that had long followed Lamine Yamal for his on-field brilliance turned into something much heavier, one filled with questions about values, responsibility, and public image. To be clear, Lamine Yamal hasn't publicly responded yet to the accusations. Some fans argue that he's still young, that he might not have realized the implications. Others believe he should have known better, especially as someone with global influence. But here's where it gets more complicated. Turning 18 is supposed to be symbolic. It's the moment society tells you, you're now a man, you're responsible. And yet, for footballers like Lamine Yamal, adulthood started a long time ago. Fame doesn't wait for your age. Neither does pressure. Let's rewind a bit. Born in 2007, Lamine's talent was so obvious early on that he joined La Masia, Barcelona's legendary youth academy, before most kids even discover what they want to be. He was breaking records before hitting puberty, becoming the youngest player to feature in an official Barcelona match. As the club went through its post-Messi era struggles, Lamine represented a new hope. A fresh start. A prodigy with dribbling magic in his boots and a vision beyond his years. And now, he wears the legendary number 10 shirt, the same shirt worn by Lionel Messi, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo. Just pause and think about that. The number 10 shirt is not just a piece of fabric. It's a crown. And like any crown, it comes with weight. Lamine stepping into that legacy at just 17 signaled how much faith the club has in him. And how much pressure he now carries every time he steps onto the pitch. Millions watch his every move. Millions wait to judge. Millions expect magic. And until now, Yamal has handled it all with astonishing maturity, on the field at least. But off the field, that's where the journey gets real. The recent controversy shows how quickly things can spiral in the life of a young star. Fame doesn't teach you everything. And sometimes, your biggest mistakes happen when the whole world is watching. That's what makes this birthday incident so crucial, not just for Yamal's image, but for his growth as a person. Can we also take a moment to reflect on what 18 means for someone like him? While most teens are figuring out college majors or summer jobs, Yamal is dealing with lawyers, headlines, and massive public scrutiny. Turning 18 for Lamine wasn't just about getting older. It was about inheriting the full storm that comes with being a modern football icon. And amidst all this, he's expected to keep performing like a veteran. The pressure of wearing the number 10 shirt means there's no room for mediocrity. Every match, every touch, every goal or miss, people will compare him to legends. They will chant his name one day, and criticize him the next. It's the same journey Messi faced. The same weight Neymar felt. The same legacy Fati couldn't carry. And now, it's Yamal's turn to dance with greatness or collapse under it. But here's something we often forget, Lamine Yamal is still a teenager. Still figuring out life. Still learning what it means to be responsible. Still understanding that being famous doesn't mean you always make the right decisions. If this controversy teaches him something, maybe that's the real gift of turning 18. Not the party. Not the money. But the realization that your actions matter more now than ever before. This could be a defining moment, not just for his public image, but for his character. Will he apologize? Will he educate himself about inclusion and dignity? Will he take steps to make things right, not just for the cameras but from the heart? That's what we wait to see. Because greatness isn't just built on goals and assists. It's built on humility. On owning your mistakes. On rising from them. For Barcelona fans, this is a delicate moment. On one hand, they have a gem, a generational talent who could shape the next decade. On the other, they're watching his personal decisions unfold under intense light. And when a player wears the number 10, he doesn't just carry the ball. He carries the spirit of a club that values integrity, respect, and inclusivity. The media will dissect every angle. Some will blow it out of proportion. Some will downplay it. But what matters most is what Yamal does next. Will this be a scandal that stains his early adulthood? Or will it become a turning point that matures him into a true leader, not just on the field, but off it? His story is still being written. The next few months will reveal more than any dribble or assist could. Fans will have to decide whether to forgive, to support, or to hold him accountable. But one thing's for sure, this incident is a reminder that talent alone is never enough. It's how you use your influence, your fame, your platform, that defines your legacy. As for Barcelona, they've had legends before. Legends who inspired beyond football. Will Yamal be one of them? Or will he be remembered only for the chaos outside the pitch? That choice is now his. And maybe, just maybe, he'll look back at his 18th birthday one day, not for the party, but for the lesson that changed everything. This is the price of greatness. This is the life of a football star in 2025. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is just the beginning of Lamine Yamal's journey.